Hello students, I am Rajesh here on behalf of IIT Wala Institute. Today we will discuss the chapter coordinate geometry. In my opinion, this is the easiest chapter in geometry section. Okay, coordinate geometry has been developed as a tool to study algebra. Okay, means we are learning geometry with the help of algebra. That is what is happening in this chapter. We are learning geometry with the help of algebra. It's a mix of algebra and geometry. Okay? It is not like our normal geometry. In normal geometry, we are dealing with the figures. Here we are dealing with the figures, but whatever we are dealing here, we are dealing with x and y axis. So coordinate geometry is related to the x and y axis and the four quadrants. Okay? How many quadrants are there? There are four quadrants. So this is dealing with that. Okay? So coordinate geometry is nothing but as an algebraic tool for studying geometry of figures. It helps us to study geometry using algebra. It helps us to study geometry using algebra. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, first of all, in this chapter, we are going to deal with x and y axes. Okay, x and y axis. So this is x dash, this is y dash. All of you know these things. Okay, this is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. And this is origin. What is the coordinate of origin? 0, 0. Yes, very good. 0, 0 is the coordinate of origin. And what is the equation of x-axis? What is the equation of x-axis? Y is equal to 0. Means you need to understand in x-axis y is equal to 0. In y-axis x is equal to 0. So equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0. Because in x-axis you cannot see any y. And similarly, equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0. Got it? Clear? Yeah. So, what do you mean by coordinate geometry? Coordinate geometry has been developed as a tool to learn geometry or geometrical figures with the help of algebra. And in this chapter, we are going to deal with x and y axis. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. And equation of x-axis is nothing but y is equal to 0. All of you know. And equation of y-axis is nothing but x is equal to 0. These 2 points you need to keep in your mind. Okay? Mainly there are 4 formulae in this chapter. One is distance formula, one is section formula, and one is area of triangle and midpoint formula. These are the formulae we are going to deal with in this chapter. And this chapter is very easy chapter. In one shot, I am gonna explain the complete chapter in one shot. Okay? I hope you will understand. You have to give your attention completely here. That is the only thing I need. Then you will get full marks in mathematics. That is my guarantee. Okay, students? Then let us start. Yeah. So can you have this? The first thing is, in coordinate geometry, we are going to deal with the coordinates. That is why the name came coordinate geometry. So we are going to deal with the coordinates of a point. See, any point, suppose this is a point, you drop a perpendicular here and here, you will get x and y. Suppose this point is P. Any point in a plane, this is a plane, this body you can consider as a plane. Any point on a plane will have an x coordinate as well as a y coordinate. X coordinate we will say abscissa, and y coordinate we will say ordinate. Clear? X coordinate other name is abscissa and y coordinate other name is ordinate. And any point will have 2 coordinates, one x coordinate and y one coordinate. You know, and x coordinate is nothing but distance of this point to the y-axis. What do you mean by x coordinate of a point? X coordinate of a point is the distance of that point from y-axis. This distance from y-axis. This is x. And y coordinate of p is nothing but distance of p from x-axis. Means this is y. Okay? This basic thing you need to understand very clearly. Then only we can deal with this chapter. Clear? You understood all of these things? Whatever we discussed? Okay. Now, in this chapter, the first formula we are going to learn is distance formula. What is that? It is distance formula. It is distance formula. That is the first formula we are going to learn. Distance formula. Okay? In distance formula, we are going to learn the distance between 2 points on a plane. Okay? Suppose there are 2 points like this. P and Q. Okay, P and Q. So we are going to find this distance in coordinate geometry. Okay, so this is 0, 0 origin, and this will be distance to y-axis will be x coordinate. Okay, so we can say take P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2. Because there are 2 points, we are giving numbers to understand. x1 y1 is the coordinates of P, x2 y2 is the coordinate of Q. Okay, and this distance, that means this distance will be x1. Okay, this is x1, and this distance, this point is x2, and distance of this point to y-axis is x coordinate. Distance of this point to x-axis from x-axis is y coordinate. Means this is y coordinate. This one, this is y1, and here this is y2. Okay, clear? See, y1 means distance of this point from x-axis. y2 means distance of this point from x-axis. So this is y1, this is y2, this is x2, this is x1. Okay? Now we can complete, we can make a right triangle here. Okay? So that we can use Pythagoras theorem here. And this length will be x2 minus x1. See, x2 minus x1 will be this. So this is nothing but x2 minus x1. From the figure it is clear, right? See, from here to here x2, from here to here x1. So x2 minus x1 will be this distance. That means this distance. Similarly, this distance will be y2 minus y1. Means y2 up to here y2 minus y1. So this distance is y2 minus y1. So here the hypotenuse, the length of the hypotenuse gives us the distance between P and Q. Understood? Here you observe the hypotenuse. The length of the hypotenuse gives us the distance between P and Q. So using Pythagoras theorem, we can say that PQ is equal to root of base square plus height square. That means x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Got it? This is the distance. Very simply you can understand. In the exam they will not ask you to show the formula how it is coming. No. You need to understand this formula very clearly. then only maths will become easy. Something is not getting understood, that part we will not feel easy. Okay? So from this figure it is clear that distance PQ is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus root of, using Pythagoras theorem here. Very easy it is, so easy. Okay? So in this plane we are finding PQ. If P is equal to x1 y1 and Q is equal to x2 y2. These are the coordinates of P and Q. You understood clearly? Okay. Now listen. First formula we got. This is one of the important formula in this chapter. PQ is equal to root of Q2 x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Or you can write this like this also. x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Why? Why both are applicable here? Because whatever x2 minus x1 may be positive, then x1 minus x2 may be negative, but we are squaring, no? So if you square negative, it also will become positive. So there is no difference because we are squaring both the terms. Got it? So suppose if you are getting negative here, if you square it will become positive. So both these equations are applicable here. This is known as the distance formula. Okay? Distance between 2 points in a given plane. Okay? This is with respect to x and y axis. Got it? Then suppose we want to find the distance from origin. So for origin, our coordinates are 0, 0. So x2 minus 0 plus y2 minus 0. So that will be x2 square. X square plus y square. We can just say, see, suppose here, this is origin 0, 0. Suppose this is a point P, x, y. Then we want to find this distance. This distance is, according to that formula, x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square. So distance OP is equal to root of x minus 0 whole square, x square, plus y minus 0 whole square, y square. So distance of any point from origin is root of x square plus y square, where x is the x coordinate of that point and y is the y coordinate of that point. Got it clearly? Yeah. This is the first formula. You understood this? Now, let's move on to the next formula. Then we will do the problems. Next formula is section formula. Section formula is the second formula. Section formula means, suppose there is a line PQ. Suppose a point, any point you can say, A, divides this line in the ratio m is to n internally. Then this point's coordinates I can make x, y, and this point P is x1, y1. You need to understand how I am giving names. Okay, here 2 points, so I am giving 1 here and 2 here, and this is a 1 point, so I am giving x, y. So x2, y2. These are the coordinates of P and Q. So now we are going to discuss what would be the coordinates of A. That means what is x and what is y. X will be mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, and y will be, similarly, see, this is very easy to understand, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. my1 by m plus n. Both of these are this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. Okay, so like this we can find the coordinate of any point which divides a given line in the ratio m:n internally. If the division is external division, then the plus will become minus. That's the only difference. This plus will become minus. That is the only difference when the division is external. Okay, these two formulae you need to understand very clearly. Then only we can do problems from this chapter. Okay, you understood clearly this. Okay, m:n is the ratio here. So you can pause the video to note it down. Can I have? So we already learned what we already learned. We already learned distance formula and section formula. Distance formula gives us distance between 2 points where x1, y1 and x2, y2 are the coordinates of the n points. In section formula, we are finding the coordinates of a point which divides a line in the ratio m:n, where the coordinates of n points are x1, y1 and x2, y2. This is what we already discussed. I hope all of you understood. All of you understood? Say yes. Yeah, very good. Now we are going to check some examples. And suppose this is a line PQ. Suppose this point A is the midpoint of this. Suppose it is the midpoint, then the coordinates of this will be according to section formula. Midpoint means the ratio is 1:1. So if you substitute that, you will get the coordinates of A will be x1 plus x2 by 1 plus 1, 2. Y will be y1 plus y2 by 2. This is known as midpoint formula. We got this formula from section formula. Okay, this is how it is. mx2, m is 1 into x2, then nx1, 1 into x1, so that is x1 plus x2. x2 plus x1 means x1 plus x2 by 2. Similarly, y1 plus y2. Okay, so in all this formula you need to understand how x is coming. You don't have to worry about y because as x is coming, y also coming. So once you got this, you can say similarly y is equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. This is what you need to understand. So now we will do some problems. I selected some problems, some important problems from the exercise and the examples even. Okay, so we will solve that, so that with this video you should be able to learn the coordinate geometry completely. That is what I want. Okay, that is the meaning of one shot. Now we will do some questions from exercise. Find the distance between. Question number 1. Find the distance between. Find the distance between 2, 3 and forward. 2, 3 and forward. Find the distance between 2, 3 and forward. See, for our comfort, suppose if you have a small confusion, if you got some confusion to memorize this formula, so you can this you can note x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. Okay. So first you know this, then you will never get wrong. Okay? You will never get wrong if you know this. And the distance, suppose this is P and this is Q. So the distance PQ is equal to root of, you can put a mod because this is positive square root. We are only getting positive and distance cannot be negative. So you can put a mod. No problem. X2 minus x1 whole square. That means 4 minus 2 whole square. Plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That means 1 minus 3 whole square. That means root of 4 minus 2, 2 square, 4. Plus 1 minus 3 minus 2. Minus 2 square, 4. See, one more time you check. 4 minus 2, 2. 2 square is 4. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2 square also 4. It is root 8 meter or centimeter, whatever. Okay, this is the distance between the point P and Q whose coordinates are given like this. This is how we can find the distance between the points. Okay, now we will consider other points. Minus 5, 7. Second one, minus 5, 7 and minus 1, 3. Minus 1, 3. So we want to find the distance between this and this. Therefore, distance is equal to root of, everywhere you can repeat the formula if you want. I am not going to write like that, but if you want, you can everywhere you can write distance is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Like that you can write in every problem. So here I am going to do directly. X2 minus x1 whole square minus 1 plus 5 is 4 square. Okay? Minus 1 minus 5 means minus 1 plus 5. Minus 1 plus 5 is nothing but 4. Now 3 minus 7 also 4. 3 minus 7 is minus 4. Square of that is 16. Okay? 3 minus 7 is minus 4. So minus 4 square you can write. So here the answer will be root of 4 square is 16 plus 16. So root of 32. Root of 32 is 2 root 8 meter or centimeter. Okay, 16 plus 16, 32. 32 you can write 8 into 4. 8 4s are 32. And root of 4 is 2. And 8 will be there. 2 root 8 centimeter. This is how you can find. So always you need to write like this in the answer. Because answer keys are given like this. Now AB and minus A and minus B. Find the distance between AB and minus A minus B. So distance equal to root of minus A minus A minus A minus A whole square. To avoid the confusion, I am writing full steps. Okay. After learning, we will do very fast. Minus B minus B minus B minus B whole square. That means minus A is minus 2A. Minus 2A whole square is 4A square. Right? Minus B is minus 2B. Minus 2B whole square is 4B square. Okay. Now, take 4 up outside. Root of 4 into A square plus B square. That means root of 4 is 2. 2 into root of A square plus B square. 2 into root of A square plus B square. This is what we are getting, the distance between these 2 points. One more time you can check AB minus AB. According to our formula, this is x this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So our formula gives, you can take x1 minus x2 also. Let us take like that. This minus this, a minus a is a plus a, 2a. So 2a square is 4a square. And b minus b is 2b. 2b square is 4b square. Take 4 outside. In the bracket you write a square plus b square. Root of 4 is 2. Then root of a square plus b square will be remaining there. So this is the distance between these 2 points. I hope you understood distance formula very clearly. That is distance between any point P and Q whose coordinates are x1 y1 and x2 y2 is root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Why I am repeating this again and again? Because to make you clearly understand this. That is why I am repeating the formula again and again. If you hear again and again the same formula, it will be noted in your mind. That's why. Okay? Now let's move on. One more question you can find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from. Find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2 minus 5 and minus 2 9. Okay, so find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from this and this. So the point is on x-axis. On x-axis which is 0, y is 0. Very good. So on x-axis any point is like this. Any point on x-axis is equal to, there will be an x coordinate but y will be 0 because the equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. Now this is our point. So we need to find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from this and this. First you find distance between this point and this. Then you find the distance between this point and this. Then you equate. So you will get it. So first distance between this and this using the formula root of x2 minus x1 x minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 5 is 5 square. So this is the distance between these two. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now similarly, here distance between this and this will be x plus 2 whole square x2 minus x1 whole square x minus 2 x plus 2 whole square plus y2 minus y1 0 minus 9 minus 9 whole square is 81. So we will solve this x minus. Now you can remove the here also square root, here also square root. If you square both sides, the square root will get vanished. So this is nothing but you open this x square minus 4x plus 4 a square minus 2ab plus b square x square minus 2x into 2 4x plus 2 square plus 5 square is 25. Here x square plus 2ab 4x plus 4 plus 81. Okay. Now x square minus 4x plus 29 is equal to x square plus 4x plus 85. Okay. Here x square is common, here also you can cancel. Take this 4x here, minus 4x minus 4x minus 8x. So this also done. Now take this there. You take this here and take this there, equal to 85 minus 29. 85 minus 29 is 56. 56. So we got it as 56. Minus 8x is equal to 56. Okay. Therefore, x is equal to 56 upon minus 8 is minus 7. So x is equal to nothing but minus 7. X is equal to nothing but minus 7 here. Okay, understood? So we got value of x. So therefore, the point is, the required point is, therefore the required point is minus 7, 0. Because the point is x 0. X we got minus 7. So minus 7, 0. This is our answer. Okay? How nice it is. This chapter is so easy. From this chapter, I don't want you to lose even a single mark. That is my guarantee. If you listen my class very properly, you will get full marks. That's my guarantee. Okay? I am sure about that. Okay? Right. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is, find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment. So like this question, all questions are important type. All important type questions we are going to solve in this video. Find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment joining the points. Find the ratio in which the y-axis and the ratio in the y-axis divides the line segment. Divides the line. Divides the line segment joining the points. Joining the points 5 minus 6 and minus 1 minus 4. Also find the point of intersection. Also find the point of intersection. Okay. Find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line joining the points 5 minus 6 minus 1 minus 4. Also find the point of intersection. This is the question. This is also important question. Okay. So first, if we are asked to find the ratio in any question, always we are taking the ratio k is to 1. Okay? So that means let the ratio is equal to k is to 1. Okay? Therefore, the coordinates of the point which divides the line joining 5 minus 6 and minus 1 minus 4 is, or coordinates means are, see, k is to 1. Here you can use the section formula. Okay, that means mx2 plus nx1, mx2 minus k. Here I will do. So coordinates are mx2. See, this is our m, this is our n. mx2 minus k plus nx1 5 by m plus n, k plus 1. Now mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Now my2 is this, so minus 4k plus y1 is this, so this is minus 6, 1 into minus 6 by m plus n. These are the coordinates, minus k plus 5 by k plus 1 and minus 4k minus 6 by k plus 1. You know that this point lies on y-axis. From the question it is clear. This point lies on y-axis. That means in y-axis x is equal to 0. That means this is equal to 0. This. Because in y-axis x is equal to 0. So I will have this. In y-axis, x is equal to 0. So this will be equal to 0. Minus k plus 5 by k plus 1 is equal to 0. That means minus k plus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, minus k is equal to minus 5. So k is equal to 5. This is the value of k. The value of k is nothing but 5. So our required ratio 5 is to 1. The ratio, therefore, the ratio is equal to 5 is to 1. So here we know that the point is zero. And the point is 0 and minus 4k minus 6 by k plus 1. This is the point. Okay, this is 0. So we have the ratio. You substitute the value of k here. So we will get, here you substitute. So this will become minus 4 into 5 minus 6 by 5 plus 1. That means this is minus 20 minus 26 upon 6. Okay, minus 26 upon 6 is minus 13 by, you cancel 2, minus 13 by 3. It is minus 13 by 3. So our required point is 0 and minus 13 upon 3. This is the required point. Got it? It's so easy. You can pause the video to note it down. So as I told you, this chapter is so easy. You can very nicely do the problems in this chapter. So this is the main type. Sometime you are asked to find the ratio in which a point divides the line joining two points. There we are taking the ratio always k is to 1. Then finding the value of k, we are getting the ratio. Now we will move on to the next question. If a equal to 6, 1, b is equal to 8, 2, c is equal to 9, 4 and d is equal to one-sided parallelogram, find p. Okay. If a is 6, 1 and b is 8, 2 and c is 9, 4 and d is p3, p comma 3 are sides of parallelogram. They are saying that these are the vertices of a parallelogram. Okay, then find p. So taken in order, this is taken in order, so we can draw a parallelogram roughly. In this chapter, if the figure is required, you draw a figure, then you can easily solve any problem. So in order A, B, C, D. Usually this is the order A, B, C, D or A, B, C, D. Both you can consider. So A is 6, 1, B is 8, 2. So if you draw the figure like this, it is so easy. C is 9, 4 and D is P, 3. Okay? And you know that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisects. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisects. So suppose this is the point x, y. There is a common point, we can take x, y. Okay? This is the figure. Once you draw this figure, the remaining thing is very easy. Because this is the midpoint of this. So 1 is to 1. Here also 1 is to 1. Okay. So what we will do? We will find the coordinate of this point. So this point is, I can take this point as O. So the point O divides point, means point O is the midpoint of AC and BD. And BD as well. Okay? So midpoint formula you know, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the midpoint formula. So therefore coordinates of O are x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So that means in AC 6 plus 9, 15, 15 by 2, comma 1 plus 4, 5 by 2. Okay, from AC. Now from BD, O is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. That means P plus 8 by 2 and 3 plus 2, 5 by 2. Okay, from BD, coordinates of point, these are the coordinates of point O. O has this as coordinates. Okay, P plus 8 by 2, comma 5 upon 2. So we got the coordinates of point. That means both of these are same point, right? This point is equal to this point because this is only one point. This is common for this and 2p plus 16. Therefore, 2p is equal to 30 minus 16, 14. Therefore, p is equal to 7. So the value of p we got nicely 7. Okay? This question you can see in your textbook. Okay? Open your textbook and see the question and listen how I solve this. Understand how I solve this. Okay? Yeah. What in the class I need your complete attention on the class. That is what I want. In maths class, if you understood the class properly, everything you understood. There is no need of big notes and all. This thing you know. So we got p is equal to 7. Now, one important type of question we will do now after this. We will do one important type of question now. Yes. Find the coordinates of point of trisection. Find the coordinates of trisection. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection. Find the coordinates of points of trisection. Points of trisection. Find the coordinates of points of trisection of the line segment. Of the line joining. Of the line joining 4 minus 1 and minus 2 minus 3. 4 minus 1 and minus 2 minus 3. 4 minus 1 and minus 2 minus 3. Okay. The point of trisection means if there is a line like this. This is 4 minus 1 given in the question. Minus 2 minus 3. Suppose it is P, this is Q. Point of trisection means this. These 2 points are the points of trisection because these 2 points divides PQ in 3 equal parts. Okay? 3 equal parts. So this will be 1, 1, 1 like this, the ratio. You can take like this because same. These are same, so 1, 1, 1. And this point you can take A and this point you can take B. So the coordinates of A are see this point A divides PQ in the ratio 1:2, 1 plus 1, 2. This point, I am talking about this point. This point divides, 1 minute. This point divides PQ in the ratio 1:2. Okay? The coordinates of A are, so 1:2. First you take the ratio 1:2. So from this you will get the coordinates. This is M, this is N. So MX2, MX2, this is X2, this is Y2, this is X1, this is Y1. So the coordinates of point A are because this is 1:2 is the ratio. Now mx2, 1 into minus 2 is minus 2 plus nx1, 2 into x1 for 8. Okay. Yeah, minus 2 plus 8 by m plus n, 2 plus 1 is 3. So x coordinate we got. Now the y coordinate is m by 2. m by 2. 1 into minus 3 minus 3 plus n y 1 is minus 1. So plus minus 2. 2 into minus 2 by 3. These are the coordinates. That means 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 upon 3 is 2. Comma. Minus 3 plus minus 2 minus 5. Minus 5 upon 3. These are the coordinates of this point. So we got the coordinates of this 2 and minus 5 upon 3. And one more point remaining here. See, if you observe this figure, you can understand that this point is half of this AQ. Okay, so therefore the coordinates of B are, see, this B is the half of AQ. So that means you can apply midpoint formula here. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. That means 2 plus minus 2, 0. So 1 is 0. 0 upon anything is 0. And this plus this by 2. That means minus 5 by 3 plus minus 3 means minus 3 upon 2. So this will become 0. This is minus 5 minus 9 is minus 14 by 2. Right? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by minus 5 by 3 plus minus 3 by 2. So minus 5 by 3 minus 3. 3 3s are 9. Minus 5 minus 9. 9 plus 5, 14. Minus 14 upon 3 divided by 2. So 2 will come here. So it will become 0. 14 and 2 cancels. 0 minus 7 upon 3. So this is the answer. So one point has coordinates 2 minus 5, 3. That is the point A. The point B has coordinate 0 minus 7 upon 3. This calculation you should do very carefully. Otherwise you may get wrong in the calculations. Right? So can I rub this now? All important problems we are solving in this video, okay? Only with the help of this video and your hard work, your practice will make you getting full marks from this chapter. That is my guarantee. Keep in mind. Now one more formula, the third formula. First one distance, second one section formula. From distance formula we got lot of problems we already solved. When section formula we introduced one more formula, that is midpoint formula, that you know, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2. Now the third formula is, third one is area of triangle. Okay, after this is the theory class. After this we will solve all exercises. Okay, area of triangle. Suppose there is a triangle like this, A, B, C. Coordinates of A is x1, y1. Coordinates of B is x2, y2. Coordinates of C is x3, y3. So the area will be, the derivation you no need to learn now. Okay? Only you need to keep the formula in mind. So the formula is area A is equal to half into. So I'll teach you how you can remember this. First we are starting from x1. So half into x1. See, x1. After 1, 2 is coming. So y2 minus y3. You need to understand the rhythm of the formula. This is how you can learn any formula and you can memorize any formula. We are starting from x1. After 1 it is 2. So y2 minus y3. After 2 it is 3. It's like a cycle. 1, 2, 3. It is like a cycle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. After x1 it is x2. After 2, 3. So y3 minus y1. You got it? Plus after x2 here x3. And after 3 again 1. It is a cycle. So y1 minus y2. This is the formula of area of a triangle. How you can memorize it? How you can learn it properly? First half, then starting from x1, after 1, y2 minus y3, 1, then 2, 2 minus y3, plus, then after x1, x2, x2 into after 2, y3 minus y1, plus, then after x2, x3, after 3 again 1 is coming, it is like cycle, y1, y2, y3, it is like a cycle. So this cycle, after y1, y2, y2, y3, after y3, y1. So x3, after x3, it is y1 again, after 3, it is y1 minus y2. Okay, understood? Using this formula, we can solve lot of problems. Suppose we are asked to prove that 3 points are collinear. Collinear means on a line like this. What we will prove? We will prove the area of triangle formed by using these 3 points is equal to 0. We will prove that area of triangle is 0. Then the points are collinear. This is the main use of this formula. Okay? Now we will move on to the exercise questions. Some of the main questions we will solve. You can note it down. Yeah, let's see some formulas. Formulae, not formulas. So finding the coordinates of point if the ratio is given, we know. Finding the ratio if the points are given, that also we know. And finding the point of trisection, that also we already done. Okay. Now we are going to do exercise 7.2, question number 3. Because it's a big word problem. You may have confusion in that. So we will try to solve that. So here you can see that this problem. Okay. So in that problem, Niharika runs 1/4 of the distance AD on the second line and post a green flag. Preet runs 1/5 the distance AD on the 8th line and post a red flag. What is the distance between both flags? Okay. So this figure you need to understand. As I am drawing with my bare hand, you have to excuse me if something is not clear. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is also 1, 2. This is also 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. In the question it is given that it is 100 meter. Because this is 100 meter and 1 meter apart they kept a flower base here. That means this total distance is 100 meter and this small distance is 1 meter each. Here also. And they are saying that Niharika runs 1/4 the distance AD. This is distance AD. A and D. And this is A and B. Okay. So Niharika runs 1/4 the distance AD on the second line. On the second line, Niharika runs 1/4 of this distance. That means Niharika runs 1/4 of this distance here. And put a flag here. And host a flag here. And post a flag there. Yeah, 1/4 of the distance. So 1/4 of 100 meter is equal to 25 meter. In the second line. Second line means from the x-axis she is actually running. And another girl runs 1/5 of the distance AD on the 8th line from here. So another girl runs up to here, 1/5. Okay. And post a flag here. Here a green flag, here a red flag. What is the distance between both the flags? If Desmi has to post a blue flag exactly halfway between the line segment joining the two flags, where should she post her flag? So they are asking what is the distance between the flags. This distance between the flags. This they are asking. So coordinate of this point I can take P and this point I can take Q. So coordinates of, and this girl runs 1/5. That means 1/5 of 100 meter is nothing but 20 meters. So that means this is 25 meter and this is 20 meter. So distance PQ is equal to we can use distance formula root of x2 minus x1 all square plus y2 minus y1 all square. And here first we need to find the coordinates of both these points, then only we can apply that formula. So coordinates will be, this is in the second line and 25 meters. So the coordinates of A, the coordinates of P will be 225 and coordinates of Q will be 8th line and 20 meter above. That means 8 and 20. These are the coordinates of P and Q. Now you can apply this formula very easily. Root of x2 minus x1 whole square. 8 minus 2 is 6. This is 36 plus 20 minus 25 is minus 5 whole square is 25. Okay. 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 square 36. Now 20 minus 25 is minus 5. Minus 5 square is 25. So the answer is root of 61 meter. So the distance between this and this is root of 61 meter. Okay. Root of 61 meter. And Now what they are asking? They are asking one girl should post a flag in between, in the midpoint of this. So the midpoint of PQ. Therefore, midpoint of PQ is x1 plus x2 by 2. This plus this 8 plus 2, 10 by 2, 5. And y1 plus y2 by 2. That means 45 by 2. These are the coordinates. 45 by 2, we can say that, see, fifth line. It is in the fifth. Here she has to post a flag. Here she has to post a flag. If she wanted to post the flag in the midpoint of PQ, she need to post the flag on the fifth line 45 by 2 meters away, because distance to y-axis, y coordinate is 45 by 2. 45 by 2 is nothing but 22.5. 45 by 2 is nothing but 22.5. So the answer is she has to post the flag on the fifth line. 22.5 meters away. Okay, this is the answer. This question is a very good question. Some of you may feel it is a confusing question when you read the question. Why you are feeling like that? It is a big question, that's why, nothing else. So it is very easy question. I hope all of you understood the chapter very clearly, and most of the important problems we are already solved. Okay, the remaining problems are the problems related to the area of triangle, and some problem related to our section formula also will be there. That we will solve. In our next video, we will solve the remaining problems. So up to here, I already covered the main type of problems and I explained the whole theory of coordinate geometry. How do you feel? All of you together, right? Yeah, nice. Thank you very much.